Hello YouTube and welcome back to my Turkey Let's Play. It's 1939, you will see the start of a World War II, my invitation to a faction, and you will see what production license is, how it can help you in your preparations for war. You will see how will I manage my small amount of the leaders and prepare them for the future. Thank you for watching, I hope you will enjoy. Before I mobilize my units, I want to be sure that they are at the maximum strength. They have to be at 100%. You can see that my 1st, 2nd and 3rd corps have only 2.7 and 3.7% of the men. If I select a production screen, you will see that my need for reinforcements is really high. So let's prioritize reinforcements. Now all my reserve divisions will rise in strength. And while they are reinforcing, I want to prepare my leaders. Turkey have really low number of available leaders, so you have to prepare them for the future fights. They can level up, they can gain traits, and you want to prepare them. Leaders which are leading divisions that are directly in a combat will gain experience much faster than those that are higher in a chain of command. So I wanna assign my good leaders to lead divisions, and after they level up, after they gain new skills and new traits, I will assign them to a higher command. That way I'm training and preparing my good leaders for the future wars. Of course, I have to engage them in combat first. Let's go to intelligence screen, and I want to prioritize one more major nation for spying. That will be the USA. USA have a low counter-espionage at only level 7, which is much lower than Germany. Germany has around 9 or 10 probably. So let's do a tech espionage in USA. Industrial production advance, I will give it a top priority again. Industrial production, industrial efficiency and motorized infantry are currently my most important technologies. So I will raise my espionage, but I will leave enough points for those three to research. And there is one more tech which is also important, and I didn't research it before. It's desert warfare equipment. Let's raise the priority for that one. If you select the simplified terrain map mode, you can see that we have a lot of deserts over here, and desert warfare equipment will be helpful for sure. I have researched the motorized infantry, so I can build them and add them together with my tank divisions. I will build 3 motorized infantry as a reserves. Take a look at the IC cost and manpower cost. This is the regular type of brigade, but if I do a reserve, then you can see that the price of building this unit is more than a double cheaper. Let's build 3. I will add one to each of my tank divisions, so I can get combined arms bonus. If you go on a production screen and try to build a division, you will see that only light tanks will not get any combined arms bonus. You need infantry base. It can be regular infantry, mountain infantry, motorized infantry, mechanized, any type. Take a look at the colors. You can see that infantry is brown, armored is purple, artillery red, and so on. If you compare that colors to the colors on this part of the screen, you can see the match. So all the brown colors are infantry, garrison, cavalry even, infantry, mountain, and motorized. So each of those will fill the purpose of infantry, and I will get the bonus for a combined arms. We have artillery in red. Now I have combined arms bonus of 10%, but the movement speed of this division is only 4 kilometers per hour, while my light tanks have a maximum speed of 8. That's because regular infantry and artillery are the slowest unit in a division, and they will slow down the rest of the division. So I want to build, instead of a regular infantry, I want to build a motorized one. And now maximum speed of this division is 8 kilometers per hour, so double. And you want to use that speed when breaking through the enemy lines. So when you're building a division, always try to watch for the speed. Don't let the slow brigades affect the movement speed of your fast brigades. That's the main reason I want to combine my motorized infantry with my light tanks. I have another national decision available. The secession of Hatay. I will get threat on Syria, I will lose 3 neutrality, will get 5 threat on all, and France will get the secession of Hatay event. I will get core on 3 provinces. Let's enact it. After the Great War, Hatay, then known as Alexandretta, became part of the French Mandate of Syria. Alexandretta was confirmed as a Syrian territory in the Treaty of Lausanne, agreed upon by Ataturk in 1923, although it was granted a special autonomous status because of its large Turkish minority. However, following a series of border disputes, Ataturk obtained in 1937 an agreement with France, recognizing Alexandretta as an independent state, called the Republic of Hatay. In 1938, Turkey crossed tens of thousands of Turks into Hatay, and the Turkish military forcibly expelled most of the other ethnicities. On the 29th June 1939, following a referendum, Hatay was annexed to Turkey. France was accommodating to Turkish demands, its attention being focused on Germany. Syria bitterly disputed both the separation of Alexandretta and its subsequent annexation to Turkey. So everyone wanted, not only Germany, everyone wanted a small cut in land. Everyone wanted just a little bit more, not only Germany. Even the France and the United Kingdom, take a look at all those colonies. What are they doing in the Middle East? Come on. It's a really interesting topic, and after the World War II, we all know what was going on later, a huge and long Cold War where we have a lot of political fights, and later all those colonies were abandoned by the major powers, and now we have the world that we know today. It's July 1939 and World War II will soon kick in. I'm waiting for my national unity to reach 70%. I already said that national unity and your neutrality are two major factors that are influencing the available laws. And after I hit that 70%, I will have available a really good ones. Germany is mobilizing. Will the world come to an end? Germany have decided. Danzig or war. Last chance for peace. And that's it. The World War II have started. Ethiopia is mobilizing. Italy, Denmark are also mobilizing. Germany have decided. The Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg is a decision for Germany where they have boosted a movement speed, organization, regain rate overall. The Blitzkrieg will really boost the Germany as a huge military force. Luxembourg, a minor nation in Western Europe, is mobilizing. Hungary is mobilizing, and Canada have been accepted into the Allies. Belgium is mobilizing. Japan. Man, this is it. Netherlands. All my cores are now at 99.9%, so they have reached the full strength for reserve divisions. If I click on a production screen, you can see that my need for reinforcements are now 0, so I can prioritize production again. Germany enforced conquer on Poland. British blueprint stolen. American blueprint stolen. And this is the good one. Operational level command structure. Attack movement plus 6%. This is the good one. And now we can see the German offensive on Denmark. Spreading like a fire. Soon they will take Copenhagen. Too bad that in my current German Let's Play I don't have transport ships, so I cannot invade Copenhagen. But I'm building one. Another British blueprint stolen, anti-aircraft carriage and sights. And Germany annexed Denmark, which is now part of their country. My national unity is at 69%. Sweden is mobilizing. They probably have a feeling that they will be a target for German attacks. Let's rename my corps. I like to stay organized for the whole time, because when the battle starts, it will be much easier for you to fight if all your corps and divisions are well organized. If I click on the first army, I can see that I have first, second and third corps. I don't see the type of divisions in each corps, so I want to rename them. First corps will be first infantry corps, because I have only infantry units over there. Second corps will be second infantry corps. And third corps will be my first light armor corps. Later, when you have a huge amount of divisions, it will be really hard to count all of them. 33rd Infantry Corps, 34th Infantry Corps, 35th Infantry Corps. It will be really hard to count them, but you don't have to. All you have to do is count them inside the army. So for example, first army will have first, second, third. Second army will also have first, second, third. That way it's much easier for you to count the corps and still stay organized. Let's see what is happening in Europe. Let's check out my drift to the Soviet Union, Comintern. I'm drifting really fast at 24.66. I hope that soon I will get invitation from the leader. I can see that I don't have free spies, so let's recruit more. Let's rise the espionage. And I should probably rise diplomacy just a little bit so I can get a few more points. I hope that I will soon get invitation to join the faction. Another British blueprint stolen, light tank reliability. That's the good one also. Soviet Union is asking me to buy a production license. Let's accept that offer. And what production license is? Production license, let's deploy those motorized infantry brigades. As I said, I want to merge them with my light tanks. Production license is a very good option for small nations. I cannot research all my fighter technologies to have the good interceptors. I cannot research all the bomber technologies to have good bombers. So I can ask another nation which already have those technologies researched to sell me a production license, so I can build interceptors with the technologies that they have. For example, I need a self-propellered artillery to combine them with my light tanks. Self-propellered artillery is a fast brother of regular artillery. And I want to combine them with my fast light tanks. But for that technology, all my light tank techs need to be at level 3, while I'm still researching level 1. So I need around 3 or 4 years to research the light tanks technologies. Then I need a year to research a self-propellered artillery, and then I need a few more months to build a self-propellered artillery. I really don't have that time. So I can ask a more advanced nation to sell me a production license. And that's a very good option for a smaller nation. And you need cash for that, of course, so don't forget that you need to trade for the cash. I'm also telling you that automated trade is the perfect option. I never had problems with it, and you can see that currently I have a huge amounts of cash, I have enough resources, and everything is in positive. And here is my invitation to join the committee. I will gladly accept. Thanks for the invite. Now I'm the part of the faction, and I can see the position of all other members. Let's now ask my big friend to sell me a production license. I wanna build a self-propellered artillery, but with the technologies from the Soviet Union. I have a diplomat en route, so I should wait until the 20th January. Let's speed up. Alright, now I can ask them to buy a production license, and all those units here are more advanced than yours. You will not see the units that are worse than yours. So on this screen, only units with a better technologies, more advanced, are shown. So I will build a self-propelled artillery. Let's ask the Soviet Union for a production license. Here you can select how much you want. I want 3 brigades for my 3 tank divisions, and here you can select the amount of cash you are willing to pay. Of course, you want to pay the minimum price, 438 for 3 artillery brigades. Let's send the offer and hope that they will accept. Of course they did, because our relations are really good and I am in a faction. If I select a production screen right now, you can see that I am building those brigades. So I still must spend IC to build them. They are not free. I am building them, but you can also see the icon that this is a production license from the Soviet Union. Soon my tactical bomber will finish, and please remember what I was talking about in a previous recording. For this tactical bomber I've needed 22 IC. Let's see how much will I need for the next one after it's finished. Next one, take a look, it costs 16.4 IC. So from 22 it drops down to 16.4. And I'm not sure, do you remember when I was talking about your practicals? Let's say you want to build an tactical bomber. You can see that our current medium bomber practical reduces the building cost and time by a -2.5%. And after I'm done with the production, my medium bomber practical will rise by +3.5. So with building tactical bombers and using them in combat, my practical rises, and each next unit which needs that type of practical will be cheaper and faster to build. So that's the main advantage of building the units in a parallel run, one after another, because next one will be cheaper than the previous. Of course you need a lot more time. Let's deploy my medium bomber and merge it with the first tactical wing. My national unity is still at 69%, waiting for the 70. And why is that important? After I hit the 70% national unity, I will have available a better loss for officer recruitment especially. So currently my conscription law is a 1-year draft. I have an officer recruitment penalty of -25%. With a better loss, this penalty will remove, and I can also get a bonus of 50% or +25% with a 3-year draft. After I enact a better law, I will start my officer recruitment. We'll try to get this number to a 90%, and after my officer ratio is at 90%, I will mobilize all my divisions. We'll wait a few days for them to reach the full strength, and I will start my full offensive on France. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I hope I've got you interested for the next one, because in the next one I will surely be ready for a war. And bye bye.